Everybody is on the run. What can I tell you about that? It was written in South America at the end of the last Oasis tour, and it's been on. There's a version of it in the sound check from. I'm not sure where the sound check is from, but I was kind of writing it on the road. It's been up there for about 2 years, so most people have heard it. It's what can I tell you about it? It's got a 100-piece choir on it and a 24-piece string section, all female. The reason it's the first track, it's quite an epic sounding thing, and the strings are very Ennio Morricone-esque, and it's quite an epic track. It's usually one that you don't really put as a first track on an album. You usually put short songs, but this is quite long, and it's like a 5-course meal almost. But it sets up the narrative of the album quite well. Yeah, it's kind of a bit of it's the most poppy thing on the album, and it's the one that's most likely to get people to pogo, I suppose. Probably why I don't like it. I do like it. It's great to play live. Where was that? I can't remember how that was written. It's a good song. The words don't mean a great deal. It's fucking nonsense, really. But it's a toe tapper, that's for sure. Yeah. So you like it, do you? Why? I struggled with it for a while, thinking it sounded a bit like Madness. It's not that it's ska. If anyone's fucking watching this, it's not ska. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm underselling it. It is good. It's fucking brilliant. It's genius. What can I fucking say? It's one of the best songs I've ever written. On that leg of the Oasis tour, there was a South American bit where I wrote, "If I had a gun, everybody's on the run." There was another one which I can't fucking remember what it was now, but it was definitely those two. And I was after the sound checks would finish, I would kind of just stay behind and kind of feel out the words and stuff and kind of flesh out the arrangements. And of course, when you're playing in the big arenas and you're just playing acoustic guitar and singing, it sounds like God. Do you know what I mean? And unbeknownst to me, there's people there with mobile phones taping them. So that ended up on the internet, and for a long time it was going to be my first single until I had a moment of clarity. It was literally on the day that it was going to go to press and be announced, I decided to change it because I just thought it was a bit. It's kind of it's kind of a song you'd expect me to write. Do you know what I mean? As great as it is, which it is, and as direct and as emotionally uplifting as it is, I just felt that it was maybe a bit obvious as a first single. You know, it was a bit too ta-da, I'm back kind of thing. Well, I've got to say, it's the only conscious decision I made to be different on the entire album. I know that, like, What a Life is not something you would associate with me, but that song just it kind of took a left turn when I was writing it, and I kind of went with the idea. But with when I was saying If I Had a Gun was going to be the first single until the day it was like, we're going to announce it. And for whatever reason, I just changed my mind and I said I want it to be The Death of You and Me, and everyone was going, what the fuck for? And I was like, because I think people are going to expect that kind of thing, do you know what I mean? And I didn't want to come back with a bang. I wanted to come back with a whisper, you know, and just say to people, shh, it's trumpets. Well, this one is, obviously, it was recorded, it was recorded for Don't Believe the Truth. Liam either, I can't remember now, refused to sing it or couldn't sing it. Don't know what it was. Then we recorded it again for Dig Out Your Soul, and it had a choir on it. Do you remember when Neil Young made that album Living with War, and he done it with that choir? We had that choir singing the part on it, 100-piece choir, and for whatever reason, I think Liam had fucked off home to fucking get married or something. It's a shame, it was that close to being finished, and it would have made Dig Out Your Soul another 10% better, you know what I mean? So he never got around to singing it. And when it came to do it this time, I was determined to get it out there, because it's been sitting around for 10 years, you know, and again, somebody had put it on the internet, a version of it with me singing it, because when we had our own studio on Wheeler End, some little fucker who used to work there, who got the sack, had a load of the demos, and a lot. We could have had them taken down, but I was like, oh fuck it, leave them up there. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a gift for the kids. And so I re-recorded it, done the choir and the strings at Abbey Road with the Crouch End Festival chorus. Shifted it up a key to suit my voice, and it's the most Oasis sounding thing on the record. I mean, it was written for Oasis.